Yo, everyone, welcome back to the channel. For today's video, we're back. It's been a while, so what I wanted to do is kind of refresh our channel here, our FC channel. I'll be honest with you, I haven't played too much recently, so I wanted to get back into the swing of things, do a couple of player reviews, just get back into the swing. And as you can see, my team is absolutely awful in terms of gold cards. I've just not played. So what I wanted to do is get some new cards, test them out, and this is me the trio we start with. So today we're gonna do a quick little player review on this player here. It's gonna be Matsukubo, a future stars player. I've done 3 games with her so far. Like I said, not a massive sample size, but I just wanted to get like a back into the FIFA flow a little bit, and I was using this trio. I wanted to do a quick little review of these cards. I know 3 games doesn't seem like a large sample size, but it actually felt like a good amount, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna just kind of go through the stats, the comparison, and just give a quick little review. So starting off, 21,000 coins, super cheap. 3-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. I don't like the 3-star skill moves, especially as a cam. I just felt like that was one thing that really let her down, is having the lack of skill moves, especially just in attacking areas where I'm at the edge of the box and I want to kind of use a skill move to beat a defender, and then boom, little finesse shot. The actual weak foot, I mean, whatever, I don't mind 4. I would love 5, but 4 is okay. Yeah, overall was a really good card though, and let's kind of go through the details and stuff like that. Okay, so going across, we're going to go to our player details right here. Oh, what's going on here? Sorry, I was checking something. Yeah, so can play in the cam, can also play in the centre mid and the striker. I actually think this card will be good in basically all of the positions, but if you look at the play styles here, that's gonna be the main thing here. In terms of a striker, you can see it's not bad for sure. Got the finesse shot, got the low driven. I personally think this card is actually really good, probably as a centre mid. Or a cam. I like it as a cam. It depends what you're using. I mean, doesn't have bad defending, so you can definitely get away with using her as like a centre mid as well. I think as a cam or a centre mid is probably where you get the most out of her. I did use her as a cam in this in Division Rivals, and she was really good. I think if you have, it depends where the rest of your budget is, right? Let's say you have a lot of money for a really good cam, then maybe you put her in centre mid, vice versa. In terms of the league, she's going to be from the, what league is she again? From the, what's it called? The National Women's Soccer League. Okay, so we're going to see what card she links up with, basically the MLS for the Women's League, and then she's from Japan as well for the country. So if we look right here, okay, so we can actually see a couple of things like who she can link up with and what we can kind of work with, what teams. So let's look over here. In terms of League and Nations, you're going to see clubs, not going to be anything crazy. In terms of nation, if you're looking for maybe a Japanese squad, you actually have a couple of icons to work with as well. Like I think Saw was a great addition to the game. And if you're looking for centre mid, you got Tanikawa as well for another cam. So you got a couple of players there. I personally would go around the league route and definitely go for like someone like Wilson, something like that. What I'm going to do is look at this card compared to like maybe Dabinia, because I think that's where you're going to really look at the options. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to look at, let's go to players. Let's go to players. Let's go to cams. What we're going to do is we're going to go to the league. I'm going to go right there, okay? So this is like the sample size and maybe the comparisons that we're going to be looking at. Okay, so obviously we got Matsukubo, who's going to be the main player. I think if we're going to compare this type of player, let's once again just have a quick look at the play styles, what we're really looking at. So like I said, first touch, gold, tiki-taka, incisive passing, inventive, technical, quick step, finesse, and low driven. You got like a good range there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little comparison here, because this is how I feel like we can really see how good this player is compared to other players of that level. So I'm going to compare this card to Shaw, and I'm going to compare it to Dabinia. Okay, those are going to be the 2 main cards I compare it to, because I want to see if this is actually a cheaper option and if this card's actually worth it. In game, she did feel good. She did feel really good in game, so I will say her card felt really fun to use. She was actually quite small as well. Yeah, 5'1". That's a big thing, because her agile dribbling felt phenomenal. I'm not going to lie, and she scored an incredible long shot for me as well. So her agile dribbling felt really good. We haven't even checked out the real stats there, but as you can see, dribbling wise, yeah, dribbling felt incredible. Her shooting as well, really nice, 94 long shot and 92 finishing. Yeah, really solid card, especially for the price. So let's go back here, check out the comparisons. In terms of play styles, if I'm looking at a cam, to be honest with you, I think even as a midfielder, I think Matsukubo actually kind of takes a cake here. I think having first touch is incredible, it really is, just because with first touch you can kind of ping the ball in and you can control it really well. So I'm a massive fan of first touch. Quick step is nice, but like I think that's better on the wing, to be honest with you, because I don't need my cams to be doing like crazy fast dribbling. Technical is not bad. Low dribbling is not bad. Again, that's probably better as like a striker. So I think Shaw's probably better as like a left winger or a striker, to be honest with you, based on the play styles. We also have our base play styles for shooting. We've got finesse plus and low driven. But let's go down right here. So again, you can see in-game stats as well. She actually has more in-game stats, which is incredible at that price. So if you look at pace, pace is something that we value, but not as much as a cam. So yes, you've got Shaw as more pace, but I don't think it's the end of the world. Let's look at the shooting play styles as well. You can see she has a finesse shot and low driven. Shaw's got the low driven only, and then they have a game changer, low driven, and acrobat. So even play style wise, she has the finesse shot. Out of the three, I do like finesses as a cam. I know it seems like I'm being biased towards this card. I'm not really being biased. I don't have any reason to prefer this card. I'm just being kind of trying to be objective as possible, and as objective as possible. And this card's pretty good. This card's pretty good, especially for the coin. So, well, I guess we'll go in there to take it. Then we've got the passing. This is where it's really important for a cam. I think the long passing and is probably like the most important, as well as other stats like curve and stuff. So in terms of curve, you can see Dabinia definitely got that in the locker. This is where I really look at playstyles though, because for a cam, you can see Dabinia has no playstyles for a cam, which is pretty weird, pretty rare and pretty weird. So that's someone I probably would avoid as a cam. You look here as well, you're going to compare them. Both of them have incisive passing, and the only difference you're going to have here is going to have ping pass or the trivelas basically. Now I actually think ping pass is a lot better. So in terms of the actual playstyles, I think you would definitely agree Shaw has better playstyles for the cam. However, you actually have the Tick Attacker Plus, which is why I think the center mid is actually a good position for this Matsukubo card because of the Tick Attacker. It's really, really good. I remember playing with Reinders and De Jong back at the start of the year when the pros were really, really grinding the gold cards before the special cards came out, and they used to use the Tick Attacker playstyle very, very much. I don't know if it's still like that. I need to get back into the loop of things, but if it is, very valuable there for a center mid. Then we go to dribbling. Same thing here, looking at actual dribbling. I think this is where Shaw once again has a great card, which is why I think she could be a really good winger, to be fair, because she has really, really good stats there. As you can see here, she has the rapid, she has a first touch, she's press proven, and technical plus. And you look over here for Dabinia, very similar, to be fair, definitely great play styles. In terms of the overall dribbling, probably has the weakest play styles. It's going to be Matsukubo. Does have the best in-game stats though, so her dribbling was really, really, really nice in game. Doesn't have bad play styles at all. She doesn't have the fast one or the trickster. I think if I had to choose two playstyles for her, it's probably going to be these two. And the first touch is very, very nice. Like I said, you can do a ping pass into her, boom, first touch, she's got the ball, nice and easy. Okay, defending doesn't matter, physical doesn't matter, even though right here you got quick step, which is really, really good. So yeah, biggest thing I will say, if you're looking at Dabinia, one thing I will mention that's pretty valuable is a 5-star weak foot, and that's something I think is super, super good, because if you want Dabinia in your team for maybe a cam, I think your finesses are going to be really nice. The only problem is she doesn't actually have crazy long shots or the finesse shot playstyle, so it's just one of those. I'm not gonna lie, in terms of value for money and everything like that, I think Matsukubo is a great cam. I really do. I didn't have any complaints. Even looking there, like kind of comparing the stats and stuff like that, like for her price, she is really, really good. So I'm actually gonna give her like an 8.5. I'm very surprised how, even though she has all these stats, she's so cheap. I think she's a very, very good card. My only thing is, should you use her as a center mid or a cam? I haven't tried her as a center mid yet. I did use her as a cam, and she did a great job. Let's once again check out maybe the links and see what other kind of hybrids or anything we can make with this type of player. So like I said, if you're looking for any strong links, you're going to look here. I probably won't use anyone from the club specifically. Definitely not a hyperlink. These cards aren't good enough, aren't meta right now. Club, I don't think any of these cards are like amazing. This isn't a bad card, but probably wouldn't use it right now. I think you can definitely get some Japanese players in for sure. If I was like looking at a squad, I probably would get someone like Sawa. I know she's 1.5 million, but if you're looking at like maybe a hybrid, to be fair, if you got 1.5 million, you're not going to have a 20k midfielder. So let's say on the cheaper side, like low key, even if you did this SBC here, the Tanaka one, great SBC, you could do something. I think you could get something going. But like I mentioned earlier, I think the biggest thing is probably going to be the league. Linking her to the league, you've got a lot of good players there. Let's check out the comments. Yeah, I completely agree here. Highly recommend if you have some NWSL players or icons. I completely agree. Like Sophia Wilson with a turn so well, 88 plus speed, flies. Yeah, this is something I think is really, really important as well. It's not only the speed, it's the height as well. She feels rapid. She feels rapid in game because she's so small. She does feel rapid in game. I think that's always been a thing since since females have been added towards to FIFA, there's been a massive thing about that where like normally they're quite small in comparison to the males, and they actually have a much better dribbling, and their R1 dribbling feels really good. So I do really like her playstyle, and like I said, the first touch for me is just absolutely like amazing. So I'm gonna give this card, I think, probably like an 8.5. 8.5, just for like value for money as well, like so cheap. Really fun cam. Yeah, give it a go. Really solid. Like I said, I didn't have a lot of gameplay, so I didn't really add any gameplay today. What I'll do a couple of reviews now based on these 3 players on the screen that I had. Not these 3 on the screen, based on these 3 players for my limited time, and then from there we'll make some more videos, get some more gameplay and stuff like that. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you guys for another video later on today. Peace.